Morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. I'm going to just give people a few minutes just to kind of get in and stuff. Still waiting on a few other people. So I just want to make sure everyone.
I have two phone numbers, Gabe. I don't know if you want to see who they are.
Yeah. Who's calling in today?
You might have to unmute yourself. There's a 8465 and a 2538.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Trish. All right.
Hi, it's Maria from Northeast on the 2538 number.
Thank you. And the other phone number left.
Sure.
Hi, Mary Marone here.
Oh, hi, Mary.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I got disconnected, so I had to come back in again.
Awesome. Great. All right.
So I let everybody in that was in the waiting room, Gabe.
Okay, great. One moment. We're like one person shy of getting a quorum. All righty. Perfect. All right. So, one moment. All right. I think we're ready to go start with the roll call, if that's all right.
Sure.
Awesome. So Stephanie Throw.
I'm here.
Great.
Here.
Alita Looker.
You may have to unmute yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm present.
great. Joanne Capoletti.
She's muted too.
Okay, I see Joanne.
No, she's muted. There she is.
Jan, I see. Betty,
I'm here.
great. Christopher Vega. Let's see him. Lisa, I see. Mary, I see. Jacqueline? No, we don't see Jacqueline. Okay. Great. Awesome. All right, so I think we're ready to start with the meeting. I just want to do a quick roll call on what I just did. So do we all have, I know this is our first Zoom meeting. Thank you for everyone who's attended. I want to go through the agenda, if that's okay.
I'm going to mention that this meeting is being recorded for everyone's FYI.
Okay. And is there anyone for public comment? No. Okay.
Nope.
All right, so I'm going to move forward with the motion. So in the email packets, I sent everyone a copy of the meeting minutes from the March 11th meeting. If I can put forth a motion to approve the previous meeting minutes.
I'll make the
Second.
motion that we approve the March 11th meeting minutes.
They were from, that was from last
Okay.
meeting's minutes.
Yes. I did not receive a copy. It was
Oh, you
not
did
in the
not?
packet.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
April Chaplin just joined the meeting.
Okay. So I can send you out a meeting, Alita, if you would like it. I did include it. I did have Lauren in the email that she sent out.
I'll look in that.
But I will be able to resend it to you again if you didn't get it. Yes, it was sent on June 1st. But I mean, yeah, if we don't have to, Christian. All right, I was gonna ask Christian, but okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Quick question, should we still put forth a motion or not for the meeting minutes of March 11th?
Well, it sounds like there's already been a motion and it was seconded, and presumably this is discussion. If most of directors are happy voting positive, also Alita can abstain if she hasn't had a chance to look over those meetings, and if you still have quorum, you can go forward.
Okay, so I'd like to put forth the motion to approve the meeting minutes from March 11th. All favor?
The motion has to come from one of your directors, Gabe.
Okay,
I'll make the motion that we approve the minutes. Joanne Capoletti.
I'll second it, Mary Marone.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Awesome.
I will abstain.
Okay, so I want to move over to the administrative items. So I first want to go through the financial update. So I sent in the email a packet with like a memo of kind of like the financial update of Greater Waterbury Transit District. And I want to kind of go over through our expenditures for the municipal grant program. When I last checked, I was in coordination with Amy Marks. We're waiting on the revenues from
Dial-A-Ride.
Dial-A-Ride from the CTDOT. I did reach out, Trish. I'm not sure if the ISP, when I last talked to you, the ISP form did go through, but it hadn't been processed, as I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it went through the first time, then it was revised to 3 different ones because she didn't want the whole amount. And yes, and that went through. I assume that they're taking care of it at their end.
Okay. So I wanted to outline, because we're approaching the end of the fiscal year. So our revenues and our expenses, and just kind of wanting to go through, I mean, we had some issues trying to get the payment process, but other than that, we tried to keep our expenses minimal. Does anyone have any questions about that?
None? No.
No,
Awesome. So I want to move over to the ridership update. So I sent this in. This was a memo that I had created outlining the ridership update for the region. And Dial-A-Ride and non-ADA, as you could imagine, experienced a significant decline in ridership because of the coronavirus. We're still providing services, but a lot of people, because there's the stay-at-home orders, have been not utilizing these services. So it was just something that I wanted to note when we talk about our quarterly ridership numbers, just showing about how like demand for non-ADA and Dial-A-Ride have both slipped. And you'll see that in this memo. I want to see if I could do a share screen. Does everyone have a copy of the memo?
Yes.
Okay, great.
yeah,
So you all see it. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a share screen for this, but okay, as long as everyone sees it and they see kind of like how like the ridership numbers have actually declined. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
not here.
So one thing we had wanted to discuss, so Stephanie Farrell resigned from the Greater Waterbury Transit District Board, and we wanted to discuss about the possibility of selecting a new chair. And if anyone was interested in coming up to the role or possibly wanting to take the position, or
Gabe, perhaps you could give a quick description of what the responsibilities of the chair are, just for the group.
Absolutely. So the role of the selecting of a chair is really to sign documents, enter agreements, and kind of preside over meetings. A lot of the administrative tasks are of Greater Waterbury Transit District are done through the NVCOG staff. So really the process of it is probably like for the role of the chair is signing checks, signing agreements with CTDOT or Northeast Transportation, and doing the meetings. So it's really kind of that type of role. But if anyone is interested,
Just quick follow-up question. This is for Trish, I think. In terms of signing those checks, are they in office? Do you come into the MVCOG office? Does Trish sign the checks?
No, Trish does not sign the check. No, the board members sign the checks. They require 2 signatures, and we will go meet the board member, or they can come into the office, whatever's simplest for them. We'll just work around them. We just try to get, we don't have a lot. There's very few checks that we send out, a couple to Northeast, and then the 1 Dial-A-Ride, because the state's so slow in paying us, usually 1 check to that for the NET for the Dial-A-Ride. But it's not a lot. It's mostly just chairing the meetings and probably reviewing the agenda packet before it goes out. And we do really need a chairperson. So we have a treasurer, and we have a secretary, I believe, and we have vice chair.
vice chair.
Okay, so we just need to have a chairman. Because the checks do require 2 signatures, so we probably should have at least 4 people that can sign the checks. Right now we're down to 3.
It looks like Betty's asking a question. She has her hand raised.
I would be interested in the chairmanship.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Would you like to elect her?
We have to nominate or vote her in?
Nominate, yeah.
I'll nominate Betty Bajek as chair of the Greater Waterbury Transit District Board.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you, Betty.
Thank you.
Thanks, Betty.
Awesome.
So we'll get new bank forms out and we'll arrange to get them signed and all that. So get those up to date.
One moment. So one thing that came to me, I'm not sure if I sent this to everyone. So the Northeast Transportation, so the Greater Waterbury Transit District has a agreement with Northeast Transportation. And I'm not sure if I sent an email on June 4th. So each year, Greater Waterbury Transit District has to have an agreement with Northeast Transportation to carry out transportation services for Dial-A-Ride. And it has to get signed each year and it gets sent to the CTDOT. And I had talked with Christian about this earlier because we needed to update the agreement, and what we had thought about is having putting forth a motion to approve of the district to enter an agreement with Northeast Transportation to renew the agreement to carry out the transportation services for Dial-A-Ride. I was wondering if you would like to have any discussion about it before going into putting forth a motion.
Done here.
I'm good here.
Awesome. Yeah, this is just kind of like just putting forth an agreement just for us to continue our relationship with Northeast Transportation for the Dial-A-Ride services. So if everyone is fine with it, would it be okay to put through a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the operation service contract between Northeast Transportation and for the Dial-A-Ride, for the Greater Waterbury Transit.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Great. Oops. Sorry. One moment. Maria, are you able to provide an update on Northeast Transportation?
Yes.
Awesome.
So pretty much, we're cleaning our vehicles daily during splits. We've installed barriers also in our vans. That is a plexiglass between the driver and any passengers boarding. All our drivers are equipped with masks, gloves, and hand sanitizers all on the vehicles. Yes, our ridership did go down substantially, but we notice now that there is a little influx of people starting to ride again. So that's a good thing. But pretty much that's about it. I mean, within the company, none of our drivers have had the COVID, which is very, very good compared to the other transit agencies that we're hearing from. So we actually only had a few, but they weren't even on the paratransit division side. They were actually the fixed route, which was only like 4 out of 100 and almost 90 employees. So that's very good. And that's about it.
Great. So I wanted to take this opportunity to go over the Section 5310 grant program. So the CTDOT sent out a notice about the CTDOT Section 5310 grant application. And the purpose of this grant application is to help fund elderly and disabled transportation services through a variety of programs like traditional capital funds, operating funds, which cover kind of like the transportation services, and then non-traditional, which is more of like equipment. So the deadline for this grant is on June 26th, but the a notice has to be put out by June 12th in the local newspaper for a public comment period. One thing I wanted to note is that the grant has between an 80 to 50%, a 20 to 50% match requirement. But I think what's happened because of this year, because of the COVID crisis, this application process was delayed by CTDOT, but it's something I still just want to put out there. Any questions?
Here.
All right. So I want to turn it over to open discussion. April, do you have anything you want to mention or bring up?
She has two questions in the chat box. The first one, I believe, goes back earlier to the positions, I think. Would that create a vacancy for town of Prospect on the board?
So, I'm just going to
April,
jump in here. Oops. Sorry. Sorry. This is Christian Meyer.
Unmute yourself, April.
And this is Christian Meyer. I accidentally replied just to April in the chat box on her question regarding the vacancy in Prospect. Being in having Betty as both the chair, and it does not change her status as the representative for Prospect.
Okay.
So that does not change the vacancy. Sorry, I didn't hit reply all. That's on me.
That's okay. So actually my second question is, I know PPE is a big thing. I know some of you probably received an email from me going back a month or two about the Kennedy Center having a new social enterprise for PPE. So most recently, and this does not mean that I'm leaving mobility yet, but the CEO and president of the Kennedy Center has had conversations with me about a potential full-time sales lead role with the Kennedy Center for PPE. So first and foremost, I want to make sure that all of you know that we have this, and if anyone needs PPE. So this isn't just during pandemic. This is a social enterprise that the Kennedy Center is going to continue to operate. We have the Kennedy Center website as well as two additional websites that have been branded to the Kennedy Center to secure PPE. There's hospital level and obviously a lot of different products, hand sanitizer, mace, isolation gowns, shields, etc. But during this 3-week trial, I'm going to be doing my mobility management role and this. So what I'm doing is reaching out to everyone, number one, to remind them that this is stuff that we have. And number two, if you have not yet ordered, please come through me just so I can help guide you. Not just so I can get credit for the sale, but, and there is no commission, so you realize that's a big difference too. But so that my CEO can better track my progress over the next 3 weeks. We also have the potential of getting products that right now, certain PPE that you may not be able to get with your other carriers. We landed 2 large federal contracts. We have the product sitting in Trumbull right now. So if you've had difficulty getting stuff, please reach out to me. The other reason it would behoove you to contact me is for anyone that we have existing relationships with, all of you whom I've built relationships with over the last 3.5 years, we can negotiate and possibly waive your delivery fee. So that's a big bonus. I mean, sometimes that's like $60. So if you're interested in cost savings, et cetera, I can help get involved and do some negotiating for your delivery. So I'm not sure if everyone has my contact information. Christian, I think we have my email obviously in the body, but just in case anyone needs to get in touch with me otherwise, the number is 475-298-3103. Again, it's April Chaplin with the Kennedy Center, still titled Northwest Regional Mobility Manager. If you'd like to email me, it's a Chaplin, that's CHAPLIN @kennedyctr.org. Thank you.
Thank you, April.
Awesome. Is there anything else that anyone would like to cover for open discussion? All right. Anything else? So the next meeting is going to be scheduled for September 16th. And I was wondering if anyone has any questions, feel free to contact me. One thing I do want to notice was that I have been working with Amy Marks with the Municipal Grant Program, which is our dial-a-ride thing. I just ended sending the grant assignments and the maintenance of effort agreements to CTDOT, so that went through yesterday. But other than that, if any of you have anything to, any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. If this is all right, would it be okay to put forth a motion to adjourn?
Sorry to interrupt. Gabe, you did have somebody join by phone ending in 5246 for your attendance records.
Okay. Do you want to let them in, or?
They're here. They've been
Here,
listening.
they're muted.
Okay,
I just wanted to let you know.
sure. All right, would this be a good time to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Great. So the next meeting will be held on September 16th.
Okay.
And we'll know by that point whether it's going to be a Zoom or face-to-face.
Yeah, so it really depends on what the governor does regarding the stay-at-home orders and regarding the issues, because right now we've been working remotely. So I'm not sure what's going to be happening, but we will definitely be in touch, and we will let you know if it's going to be over Zoom or in person, regardless.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much to everyone who came. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you, Gabe.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, have a great
Bye,
day,
thank
everyone.
you.
Stay safe.
Have a good
Yeah,
one.
thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Stay well.
Bye, Christian.
Stay well.
Bye, Trish.
Bye.